Morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk something on financial security beyond curriculum. So many times we talk only curriculum, but we leave alone this most important thing of are we secure financially? Most of the material of today's talk is my personal opinion. It is likely to differ with few others' opinions, and I expect this difference to be minimal. We cannot get evidence for this talk especially in Indian realities, especially for our specialty of anesthesiology and critical care in Indian realities. All our slides are available in Painfree.Partha.com. So why do we need this topic? We have a lot of work hours. We are put to so much of stress. Or we really paid for the qualification. 10 years we are reading. Sometimes after that we read for DM critical care, 14 years. Relatively inconspicuous specialty. For the general public, they may not know still that anesthesia is the wonder even after corona. Freelancing and keeping mobile phones in restrooms. Sometimes because we are a freelancer, we go to bathroom or toilet also. Sometimes we keep the mobiles so that we don't miss any calls. Medical colleges, freelancing and clinical practice in native villages. All these three things are entirely different. Are we going for group practice? For example, there will be a group leader who gets the call and just forwards to another person who is likely to be free and go and finish the case. It is likely to decrease the stress and also decrease our financial input. Sometimes husband and wife are doctors, earning more, or they really rich. So we will go on to know what is financial stability and what is financial security. Financial stability means being free of debt and being able to comfortably pay off monthly expenses with definite leftover for savings. So no minimal debt, no big EMIs. Monthly expenses can range from 40,000 or 50,000. Many people say that debt leads to growth. For example, now we have a debt of the EMI of around 1 lakh per month. We need to pay the loan of 1 lakh per month. That means automatically we will struggle to grow and earn more. And this is what is, for example, in business, they will try to get the loan and get one more. For example, an auto business may go for oil business. So what is left over? Routine expenses may be complete with 25,000 in a small town, but in Bangalore it is ideal to have 3 to 4 times. I had one patient, a 35-year-old male. He complained of giddiness since 15 days. I just simply asked him, did you get any home loan? He was really stunned. Even my wife does not know how you doctor. So automatically it puts a stress and some diseases may likely to enter. Your EMI is out of control of financial stability because he was having an earning of 40,000 and a new loan has got into a financial instability somewhat because he is paying an EMI of 17,000 per month for that home loan. What is financial security? Financial security, on the other hand, means having enough money to cover your expenses, emergencies, and retirement without the fear of running out. This is what is called financial security. For example, we are 65 and our expenses is around 40,000. Emergencies is 10,000. Health emergency is 2 to 3 lakhs. We have got insurance cover and like some cash reserve. So all these things put together, yes, at the age of 65, we are reasonably financially secure. Now we have goals for children. I want to make my child doctor. I want to make my child an architect. We have retirement plans and work towards achieving them by investing properly and reviewing investments regularly. Create a budget, separate personal and professional expenses. For example, now you go in a car to Ooty for a ride. That is a personal expense. You buy a direct video laryngoscope. That's a professional expense. Separate these things. What's the aim at the age of 60? You should not have much of debts, not much of EMI, enough health insurance, and your commitments towards children is almost over. Now you get at least 2 to 3 crores in the bank or an easily cashable asset. Leave alone assets. Plot seems to be good at the age of 35. Get that land, or 35. But at 65, you think that the cash has got better looks. How to achieve this? Many of our people have constructed homes with swimming pools, which are enjoyed by servant maids only because we both will be doctors and we both will be having clinics. And this swimming pool is only enjoyed by a lot of servant maids. Do we really need such luxury at the expense of heavy EMI? Now, a safe car, I'm very clear, safe car. We cannot compromise safety by this. A safe car with good airbags, nice. Local occasional tour is enough. But sometimes questionable EMI of 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs per month. Do we really need a 1.5 lakh, 1 crore car? Yes, if we have adequate money, 300 crores, 40 crores, 1 crore for MBBS, 1 crore for MB, 2 children, leave alone married. But it is of questionable use when used that get that education with much loans and much EMIs. Children can enter medical field if they have government quota, fine. There is private quota, you think that it is. Money is available enough. There is enough background, either financial or medical background. Yes, education is good. Education is an asset. That is no compromise at all. What is the use of having 2 plots? Your child is not a doctor. That is a different issue. Beware. Be stable. Then get your child into medical field. How to start this? Now your plan. Yes, at the age of 60, I should have some 2 to 3 crores, at least minimum. And I should have a safe returns and a cash reserve and a health insurance. But how to get these things? Divide the income into 3 parts. Running the family, extra expenses, savings and investments. Now we will be there, 3 lakhs. I'm just telling this may be 30 lakhs also. This may be 75,000 also. 3 lakhs for easy max. 1 lakh for drawings, kitchen, servant maids, grocery, milk, salaries of maids, etc. And some insurance. Beware, salary expenses now, Diwali month will be very high. Better to avoid big insurance or big investments in October. Because in October, October said, you may need to pay 6 lakhs insurance. Then you will get into trouble because you have already got an big investments in October like Diwali. 1 lakh should be monthly. Someone may comment. The basic drawings you are including insurance. Insurance is also an investment. Yes, that is a small line. So division 1 running the family. 1/3 includes emergency fund, expenses climbing unnecessarily. Is it really needed? Think on it, especially if income improves. Keep a diary of your routine expenses. Question yourself, can we avoid unnecessary expenses? And really they are necessary. This is what is the line we may need to draw. Now we know division 1 is a must. For example, it is purchasing grocery, it is purchasing milk, it is running the show daily, you are paying your servant maid. All these things are division 1. Division 2 is some extra expenditure. You may have Diwali expenses. You may have well-being expenses. You may need to do for some happiness. That is a must. So, for example, we may need to go for to children, something like that. We may need to do some research work and spend. We may need to go for a conference. So, better to do on permanent happiness rather than temporary happiness. I'm very clear in this. Spend on permanent happiness and spend less on temporary happiness. Go for the best deal. Take opinions. Adjust one's mindset to pay now, consume later, rather than consume now and pay later. Somebody will have car loan. Somebody will have hospital loan. Over that, they will have an ultrasound machine loan. So all these things, whether we can go next year, we can go next to next year. Think, yes, if we need everything on day one, proceed. Think about decreasing other expenses when you have this. Two insurance, a professional indemnity cover and a health insurance. This is a must. Number one is a professional insurance. Number two is a health insurance. Whatever insurance we have, echo machine, ultrasound, home insurance, everything is there. Lab, pharmacy are not part of us. Our specialty, sometimes these are not part of us. So professional insurance and a health insurance, two must be there. Spend some on charities. Give whatever be the type you want, whomsoever you need to give like. Now we have finished division 1 and division 2. Now we go to division 3, that is investments. Sometimes we may cut down division 2 and go down little more to division 3. For example, 1 lakh for the permanent expense, 1 lakh for some expenses, and 1 lakh for the investments. Now we can just 2 maybe slightly go towards 3. Now 1 lakh for second dilemma, 80,000 for second, and 1.2 lakhs for division 3. Yes, this is okay. Cutting down the second option, more on the third option. Three concepts should be in mind before thinking about investments. Liquidity. What is liquidity? Liquidity means the speed at which your investment can be made into cash. Now your investment is a fixed deposit. Just click on one phone, it will become cash. Okay? You have gold, but immediately there will be returns. No, you can get the money. This is what is called liquidity. You have savings bank account, get the amount, 3%. Some returns is there, but liquidity is very fast. You can get the money back within seconds. That is what is called liquidity. Second is return. Now 5% returns, 6% returns, 10% returns. All these things are returns. The growth, that is what is called the returns. The third is the security. The speed at which we can make into cash. Returns is 7% returns or 12 actual benefit. Always look at 1.5 times the rate of inflation minimum. Now your rate of inflation is 4%. Now you need to pay your servant maid 4% extra next year. You may need to purchase your grocery 4% extra next year. Then there is no use of a return of 4% only, because your asset is going to be static. 4% inflation, 4% returns. We may need to target at least 1.5, 1.8 times the inflation. How far my investment safe? Now we go to examples. Take gold. Liquidity is okay. Yes, we can make it. Security is fine, especially gold. We have everything in accounts. That is very important in e-gold. If you want to purchase gold through City Union Bank, through HDFC Bank, something like that, returns may be 5% only. Never always coins, also jewels for the family. The returns may not be 5%, but some money for family satisfaction. Yes, I want to purchase gold. I want to purchase only e-gold of paper. Nothing many times. If you want to make two sovereigns, or for example, 15 grams, 10 grams can be as coins, and 5 grams can be as jewels. Fixed deposit returns may be 5%, 6%. Security is good. Here you see LRS, liquidity, returns, and security. Security is good, liquidity is fast, but returns is little less. It should be a genuine deposit. Sometimes you may have 11% returns, 14% returns, 25% returns. It may be Govinda Chits and Finance. Beware. Now, if we go to the real estate, the earth will bury the other income. Sometimes you may have other incomes. The earth will bury. The returns may be 15% or more. But liquidity, if we have a plot in Chennai, we cannot sell it immediately. No, it will take 6 months, 1 year. The speed at which the cash will come back to you is very less with real estate. But returns are high. Security is fine. Sometimes it may not be. This is also questionable. We may need to go again and see. No one invest in big places. If you have money of 1 crore, invest in land or real estate, 30 lakhs each, 30, 30, 40, or 20, 30, 20, 30, something like that. Because one may go to 20, may go to 40 lakhs in 3 years. 130 lakhs may go only to 35 lakhs. This is what is. The another thing is, if we have 1 crore and if it multiplies into 2 crores, the target purchaser is less. 2 crore purchase பண்ற people will be little less. But if you have a plot which is worth 40 lakhs, the purchaser may be little more. We have to go and see the plot. Someone else would have constructed a godown. Go back to three musketeers: liquidity, security, and returns. Returns means you may have some other mutual funds. Say a good mutual fund company or some chit fund company. Security means, yes, fixed deposit. Liquidity is also fixed deposit. I would suggest to divide by three: real estate, gold FD, silver diamond, share market, mutual funds, and SIPs. Systematic investment plans. No investment in cash except real estate. Better to be check online transfers. You know a lot of this thing about helicopter brothers of Kumbakonam. People put him in his fund as FD in cash. It has flown. The helicopter has flown. Mutual funds. Returns are there, but security already they'll tell. Mutual funds are subject to market risk. Fast they will tell at the end. Very fast. This is that mutual fund. It grows like 12%. It grows like 15%. And at the end of the advertisement, they will tell market risk fast. So that is always there. It's a shared fund that pools money from multiple investors. It invests a collected corpus in shares of listed companies, government bonds, corporate bonds. It pools money and invests. That is what is a mutual fund. Sometimes it invests in government bonds, shares, money market instruments, securities, or a combination of these investments. It is mutual. Now you see, 20 people invest 10 lakh each. 2 crores. This fund manager purchases units for each investor. For example, to start with 10,000 units, each at an NAV of 100. So 10 lakhs. One unit is 100 rupees. You have got 10,000 units. Your 10 lakhs has come. So one person has got 10,000 units of 100 each. This fund manager, invests this 20 people 10 lakh 2 crores in different things. gets a return of 2.2 crores in 2 months. 20 lakhs excess for each for 20 investors. So now our net asset value is 110. This is what is the basis of mutual fund. I'm not going into the details. Think of long-term investing. Don't see your NAV every day. Every day my NAV is 102. Tomorrow my NAV is 99.9. The next day my NAV is 101.3. Don't do like this. Think of long-term investing. What is systematic investment plan? It's a plan in which investors make regular equal payments into a mutual fund or a retirement account or a trading account. Long term it is. Regular small amount. You see, very simple. You are at the age of 40. Now you just invest 10,000 or 5,000 per month in a mutual systematic investment plan, SIP, and see the growth in at the age of 60. Split into two funds. There are a lot of market advisors, financial advisors, but they should be truthful. You should be knowing that. Some must for growth. SIP investment is a must for growth. Now I will go to the stock and share market. My opinion is yes, you need to have a demat account and we need to have investments in share markets and stock. We should have actually. Don't trade daily if you are not confident enough. Even swing trades should be careful once in a month. Swing trade means you purchase something October and you sell in December. That also we should go careful. You may have a demat account with brokerage little less. A lot of apps are there. Screener, Market Majo, ET Control. Understand the strong foundation of the company. Know the company very well. That is very important. There are a lot of things in that. A strong company must be having minimal debts. Debt should not be very high. Must be there. Many companies will have some debts because I have already told debts are needed for many companies to grow. Number two, we may have if the profit should grow. That is very important. The earnings should grow. The earning per share should grow. For example, each share, the earning is 1 and it should grow to 2, 2.2, 2.3. This should be there from 2015. That P by E ratio, profit by E, that should be less than 15. All these things are somewhat, it is not complete list to make it a strong foundation of the company. What is their market share? All these things. If a market share is alone 500 crores, it's a small. Better invest at least part in large cap companies. Wealth creation is share price increases. Dividend yield is share their profits. Now I see 100 rupees you have got 1000 shares. One share price is 100 rupees. You got 1000 shares. 1 lakh is invested. Whatever be this. For example, it's an IOC, Indian Oil Corporation share. You have got it. The share price increases from 100 to 120 in the next year. This is what is called wealth creation. Or a dividend yield. Sometimes they will give 3 rupees per share, 2 rupees per share. Sometimes they will give twice a year. This is dividend yield. This is something called an interest to their investment of 1 lakh. You may get 3 or 4%. That is given in every company's testing. Dividend yield, wealth creation. These are the two types of investments. Yes, the share price itself will increase from 500 rupees per share to 800 rupees per share in the next 3 years. This is one thing. The other thing is dividend yield. Within the stock, always diversify the portfolio. Large cap, mid cap, and small cap. That in 2000 crores means how much the company has put in the shares. This is what is called large cap, mid cap, small cap. You can see there market share. Any company, if you see market share, large cap companies, small cap companies. Now always diversify the portfolio. Construction, FMGs, ITC, fast moving consumer goods. CIOCL is petro products, Coal India, computer, Infosys, Exaware, TCS, etc. Chemicals, Tata Chemicals, Almine Chemicals, Alkene Chemicals. In metals, Nalco Aluminium, Tata Steel. Banks, you can have State Bank of India or whatever is running in profit. Finance corporations, HDFCs. Autos, Hero Motor, Tata Motors, Motherson Sumi, others like Castrol. There are so many other things, oxides, so many chemical companies, so many other companies there. Steel companies, JSW Steel. So many companies are there. Yes, always diversify the portfolio. For example, you have invested 10 lakhs. You invest in construction. You invest in fast moving consumer goods. This is 1 lakh. This is 1 lakh. IOCL is 1 lakh. Coal India is 1 lakh. Chemical is 1 lakh. Steel, SAIL, GAIL. GAIL is this IOCL. SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, 1 lakh. Banks, Power Finance Corporation is 1 lakh. In autos, other like Castrol, Eicher Autos, Ashok Leyland, all these things you invest, you diversify your portfolio. Don't trade daily, don't get loan and trade. This is very dangerous. Don't entertain any calls or tips. If you start your market, so many calls will come. I will give tips, sir. You will get lot of profit. Out of it, you give 20%, 10%. Don't entertain. Just shut, block all calls. Use your friends if needed. Otherwise, the friends should be truthful. Transfer of money from impatient to the patient. Don't see the share market daily 10 times. Not needed. Sometimes occasionally see. This is what is given in first. See here, market is 30%. Mutual fund is 20%. Gold is 10%. Real estate is 25%. FD is 10. 5% is cash. This is the typical portfolio of investment of a doctor. You need to be financially stable to become a good doctor first. Physicians need to develop financial security that their patient decisions are free from inappropriate financial reward. That is very important. If you have an EMI of some 2 lakhs per month, so you will need to go for, sometimes you are trusted to go for an inappropriate financial reward. So you need to be financially stable to become a good doctor. Decrease the stress. You need to decrease your overnight calls as age advances. Think that Vanakum Kile Irupavar Kodi Nimmadi Nadu. Think of them because there are so many lakhs of people who are below your financial status. Be happy with it. Thank you. Sometimes in the curriculum, we don't need this. Healthcare economics. We are completely ignoring this. Topics on modes of practice, cost effective treatments. This is for the patient side.